talk about fanfare, regalia. You had the flyover, you had the fish toss over the players' heads as they were walking down the docks here. Sir Mix-a-Lot performing one of his classics here, Seattle, from the Seattle area. You know, this is an event, Al, and we'll bring Mike Benton back on as well. This is an event that we talk so much about how it's for the team, it's for the NHL, but I think more importantly, it showcases the culture of the city that you're in. Both of you have spent a lot of time, Benton, you're from here. You spent a lot of time going up here. Al, you've been here for 30-plus years. As Seattle natives, what is it like to now see a big event in the city that you guys call home?
Well, I mean, for me, it just feels so representative of the city in here. Both, the crowd itself, what they've done with the decorations around the arena, the feel of it. I love it.
I can't help but think of putting myself in my father's shoes, who grew up for a long, long time, and many who can relate to this, only dreaming 10 years ago, when are we going to get an NHL team? Once it happens, when does the Winter Classic come? When does the draft come? When does the Stanley Cup playoffs come? And I look all across this ballpark and see how real it is, but you can't see a seat open here, period, which just shows this city is defined on passion, emotion, and ultimately dedication. This is now real, a chance for all to soak it in, and it's marvelous.
Absolutely it is, and again, there are 2 points on the line here tonight. Seattle Kraken getting set to take on the Vegas Golden Knights. You have been listening to the Coors Light pregame show on the Emerald Queen Casino Kraken Audio Network. Seattle will toss out McCann, Wenberg, and Tanev to start up front. Vince Dunn, Adam Larson on defense. Joey Decord between the pipes. For Vegas, Ivan Barbashev, Jack Eichel, and Mark Stone will begin this game on forward. Nicholas Hague, Alex Pietrangelo on defense. Logan Thompson between the pipes. Opening faceoff powered by your Western Washington Toyota dealers. Visit buyatoyota.com today. Toyota! Let's go places as the Kraken in those gorgeous, gorgeous Winter Classic uniforms will be going right to left across your radio dial. We are here at ice level. This is a very unique vantage point for us here, partner.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to going on this adventure with you.
Yes, I am as well. We're going to be watching monitors, we're going to be watching giant screens and trying to peer around the corner down the ice.
Today's game broadcast nationally on TNT, so few more seconds while they get back from their commercial break as Alexander Wenberg will stand in for the face-off. Jack Eichel to oppose him. Kraken points in 8 consecutive games, 6-0-2 in their last 8 outings. The Vegas Golden Knights coming off of a 4-game slide. They picked up the victory a couple of games ago against the Los Angeles Kings. Vegas, they've come back down to earth a little bit. They've been outscored 22-14 in their last 5 games. So for Seattle, a big opportunity here for them.
Yeah, got to jump on them early. Got to get lots of quick shots to the net. Look for those rebounds, deflections. The goalies are getting used to this too. This outdoor game probably affects them more than the players themselves with the shadows. Not having the fans right up on the glass. A lot of that affects the goalie's ability to see the shots.
Legendary Mariners broadcaster Rick Riz unfolding a sign out in the outfield right now. The Kraken's 7th man here inside of T-Mobile Park, home of the Mariners. And I think we're coming up on, 35, 40 some odd days until pitchers and catchers report. So he's going to be busy here coming up in the next few weeks.
Yes, he is.
So we're just about set to go. Wenberg will stand in across from Jack Eichel. Kraken going right to left here. Underway from T-Mobile Park. Seattle wins the opening faceoff. Dunn to the far side for Larson. Tapped up the boards. Brandon Tanev. He'll work it down low into the far corner of the Vegas zone. Tied up back in behind the Vegas net. Wenberg trying to work it free. This one popped away by Barbashev, and Seattle will keep the pressure on. This one sent back in behind the net all the way to the near half wall, and Vegas forcing it back to the neutral zone. Golden Knights pick it up. Mark Stone in for Eichel, trying to lead Stone through traffic. It goes off the side of the net on the far side. Vegas, right wing corner. This one banked up to the near side wall. Big hit. Pietrangelo and McCann go into the wall right in front of us here. Seattle will dump the puck down the ice. An icing call here on the Kraken as Alexander Wenberg not able to get there ahead of Nicholas Hague. Faceoff will come back down into Joey Decord's territory. Joey Decord, 2 or fewer goals allowed in 9 of his last 11 games. He is 6-3-2 in those contests.
Yeah, he's been playing some very clean hockey as of late, managing the puck very well.
Face off here in the Kraken zone. Wenberg will take the draw across from Chandler Stevenson on the left wing side. We've got 19-19 left here in this first period. Seattle wins the draw. This one sent up to the near side. McCann could knock it down. Marchessault shooting from the near side. That one turned away in front, and the puck rolls up top. Zach Whitecloud, center point shot blocked on the way through, and Seattle will knock it away. Here comes a 3-on-2. Alexiak through center. He's got McCann and Tanev. Tanev left side to McCann on the back door, and he couldn't find the handle, and the Vegas Golden Knights will work this one through neutral ice. Stevenson behind him for Marchessault. Right wing side shot sails wide, and Tatar picks it up off the far side boards, and he'll carry it down the right wing wall. Tatar into the far corner. Whitecloud pins him against the wall. His puck comes free as Paul Cotter will sweep this one to the center circle. Jonathan Marchessault chips the puck near corner for Vegas. Matty Beniers for the Kraken. Rims it up the near wall. Tatar taps it out to center. Braden Pahal drifting this one back in his own zone where Alec Martinez will pick it up, and the Golden Knights will start back down the far side. Intercepted Yanni Gord's shot, center point, flutters wide of the net, played off into the near corner, and Seattle will chase after it. Right wing side for Tolvanen. This one spun back toward the half wall. Michael Amadio takes over for Vegas, and Amadio gallops his way to the red line before sending a backhand in behind Joey Daccord. Daccord comes out to play it. Dumoulin up to the near side. Yanni Gord moves it across. Gord down the far side for Justin Schultz. Scored the game winner for Seattle against Philadelphia 3 nights ago. Tolvanen, right side of the Kraken offensive end. He'll tie the puck up with 17:45 to go in this first period. Vegas will clear it. Icing gets waved off as both teams option for line changes. Adam Larson for Vince Dunn through neutral ice. Dunn ahead. Burakovsky skates his way in. Right circle shot. Right on. That one just hit wide as Ty Kartche was on the back door. Adam Larson, far blue line. He'll send it down to the corner, but Vegas picks it up. Former Seattle Thunderbird Keegan Kolazar will clear it away for the Golden Knights. Now Brett Howden walks in. A shot high off the shoulder of Joey Daccord and tied up in the near corner of the Vegas offensive end. Loose puck sent all the way to the far wing side. Pietrangelo beats the puck by Burakovsky. It's saved by Howden and kept alive now for Kartche. Kartche to Burakovsky. Rink wide to the near side. Yamamoto dumps it ahead on the left wing boards before going off for a line change with 16:50 to go here in this first period. No score in the NHL Winter Classic. First ever outdoor game for the Kraken. Now Mark Stone in left side for Vegas. His shot high off the end glass. Ivan Barbashev behind the cage. Jack Eichel backhands it out in front. Glove down now by McCann, and Seattle will lift it ahead. Chasing after it in the far corner, Brandon Tanev puts a big shoulder into the back of Zach Whitecloud, and this one forced down to the red line by the Golden Knights. Mark Stone left it at the boards. Jack Eichel digs it off the wing right at the red line in front of the penalty boxes. Seattle finds the handle. Jared McCann will retreat to the safety of his own end. Both teams once again going off for line changes with 16:05 to go in the first.
Good pace of the game so far, too. No one's holding back at all.
Vegas forcing a turnover. Here comes William Carrier down the far side. Dropping for Marchessault for a shot. And that one blocked on the way through. Eberle catching a piece of it. Now Tatar leads Eberle out to center, but Eberle broke his stick and had to drop the puck to not get the penalty. Martinez back in his own zone for Pahal. Up the near side is Marchessault. He'll tap it into the far corner of the Kraken end. Vince Dunn knocks it down. Plays it ahead for Bjorkstrand. Right side, red line. Bjorkstrand enters the zone, but Vegas able to work it free. Paul Cotter turns it over. Tolvanen to Gord for a shot, and that one gloved down and held on to by Logan Thompson. 15:29 left in period number 1. No score in the game.
Yeah, shots on goal 2-1 in Vegas' favor so far. No one with really any grade A opportunities. The pace has been quick so far, but not a lot of odd man rushes yet.
Face off here in the Kraken offensive end as Yanni Gord will stand in far circle on the right side. Puck tied up off the draw, controlled back behind the Vegas net by Pietrangelo. This one sent back up to the near wing, now to the middle of the ice where Bjorkstrand just keeps it onside. Rims it around the boards. Puck tied up in the near corner, comes off the wall and sent back around right side point for Larson. Now for Vince Dunn as they shot through traffic. Scores! Vince Dunn, a point shot, redirected home on the way through, and the Seattle Kraken take a 1-0 lead here in the Winter Classic.
Well, I talked about those keys in the game, getting the puck to the net early and often, and that time there it was a very simple D-to-D across the blue line. Dunn wasted no time, but if you watch in the replay, he made sure the puck got through, and it might have been Tolvanen in front. They got a tip on it.
Eeli Tolvanen parked right out in front of Logan Thompson, and he redirected it home. What a celebration for E.T. And the Kraken take a 1-0 lead, 15-10 to play here in the first period. First goal in Winter Classic history here for the Seattle Kraken. Another $50 donation to Hart's Plumbing and Electrical. Hart's Plumbing and Electrical. We care more. Face off here won by the Vegas Golden Knights. This one's sent back in behind the Kraken net. And Joey Decord will move it far side. Ty Cartier chasing after it. Keegan Kolazar. Far wing red line will battle for the Golden Knights. He'll drop it back behind him. And Ty Cartier brings it back in. Cartier to the far corner as Zach Whitecloud will take over and rim it around the near wing side. Seattle in the high slot. Burakovsky takes it, walks in, shoots from the circle, and that one deflected. Now Burakovsky gets it, trying to find Cartier in the slot once again, and the Golden Knights will carry it out to the neutral zone. Keegan Kolazar backhands it up the ice, but we're going to have a stoppage of play and an offside called with 14:25 to go here in period number 1. 1-0 Seattle has the lead. Eeli Tolvanen has found the back of the net.
Yeah, Keegan Kolazar just losing control of the puck before the blue line. Your line mates are timing not crossing the blue line. That little second was enough to put him offside.
Eeli Tolvanen, his 10th goal of the season. He's got the scoring started off for the Kraken. Face off in the neutral zone, right in front of the Seattle Kraken bench, directly across from us here on ice level. One back by the Golden Knights. Pahal up the near side for Stone, trying to lead Eichel in. Gathered by Will Borgen. This one trucked up the far side and down the ice. And an icing called here on Seattle. 14-14 left. First period here at T-Mobile Park. 1-0 Kraken.
Adam Larsson and Vince Dunn both giving assists on that goal. We often talk about one of the keys for the success of the Seattle Kraken is the contributions of the defensemen, and that there proves why.
Alexander Wenberg, Jack Eichel, right wing circle in the offensive end for the Golden Knights. Wenberg comes set, Eichel down as well. Puck won here by the Kraken. Will Borgen rims it around the boards. Far side for Tanev. Taps it out to the neutral zone as Jared McCann beat to it. Jack Eichel turning it back in. Will Borgen will force it right back out. Up the near side, left on the blue line, and Seattle has to regroup from their own end. Borgen up the right side, gathered now by the Golden Knights, played by Nicholas Hague, and for Barbashev through center. Now Jack Eichel taps it in near corner. Vince Dunn against the right boards, rims it around the wall. Left side for Larsson. This one dished out to the red line. Vegas once again will regroup in their own end as Hague finding Pietrangelo, and a bouncing puck sent into the Kraken zone. On the far side for Larsson. Down near corner for Vince Dunn, but it's kept alive. Chandler Stevenson rolling toward the goal, but lost the puck. And Adam Larsson will once again for Seattle tie it up. Floats it around near half wall. Stevenson beat by Tomas Tatar. Now Beniers. Beniers through center. Enters the zone looking for Tatar. This one sent back in behind the Vegas Golden Knight goal. Put back to the near wing side. Seattle will tie it up. Beniers into the corner. Tatar, left side. Couldn't find an option as Vegas will steal. Now Marchessault back in, right circle, shoots, and a big glove save by Joey Decord. He'll hold on, and we'll step out for a timeout.
40% batter. Speed.
Now Kaniski back alongside. Great pace to this game so far here, Al.
Yeah, pace has been excellent. Shots on goal just 3 apiece so far. Just over 7 minutes gone in the game. You know, you might think, well, both teams are feeling each other. They're feeling this ice surface.
Oh, yeah.
They practiced on it, they skated on it, but they haven't played a game on it yet. So some of that first 10 minutes of the first period is feeling each other out a little bit. I think the pace will pick up even more beyond this.
There's been a number of practices, family skates, sponsorship skates. Been some activity on this ice the last handful of days, a media skate as well. So it's been broken in about as well as you could expect going into a Winter Classic like this, but there still could potentially be some issues and difficulty as this game moves forward. It's 41 degrees right now, so perfect temperature for some outdoor hockey. We're out of our media timeout. Seattle off the face-off win from the defensive zone. We'll get this one back down the ice. Justin Schultz backtracks into his own end. Brian Dumoulin up the wall. Dumoulin down the near side. Yanni Gourde giving chase here in the near corner. Big hit Pushed against the wall. Ellie Tolvanen there, and this one sent all the way back down the ice by Joey Decord. Seattle. Misplay on the far side as Bjorkstrand trying to get it back to Dumoulin. Ends up behind the net. Decord comes out to play it, and it'll be tapped down the ice by Tolvanen. Icing gets waved off, so both teams turn off for line changes. Braden Pahal back in behind his own net. Martinez on the far side. Yamamoto battling him. Kraken in the offensive zone. Ty Kartche getting his stick in the way also. Burakovsky, right side half wall, carrying it toward the corner. Now he'll back it off to the circle for Kartche. Vince Dunn comes over to get it. Near side shot. That one deflected up and out of play for the whistle. 11:51 to go here in this first period. 4-3. Vegas has the lead in shots. Kraken lead where it counts. 1-0 up on the scoreboard.
Yanni Gourde coming off of a great shift there. A couple of big hits. One on Braden McNabb in the corner on one side, and then over the other side on another Vegas player. That's the kind of momentum you want to get going, especially after a goal. Play a little physical, start to break up the defense a little bit.
Face off here in the near circle of the offensive end for Seattle. Wenberg wins it. Back to the near side. Tanev, sharp angle shot off the side of the net. Now Pietrangelo intercepting for the Golden Knights. Played out the far side of neutral. All the way down the ice. Will Borgen back to get it here for Seattle. Borgen rims it up the boards. McCann taps it out to the red line. Brandon Tanev skates his way in down the near side. Tanev in the corner. Pokes it back to the half wall, but Vegas picks it up. And Jack Eichel skates away. Eichel near corner against Alexiak. No curl around the net. Looks in front. Shot right on. And Decord will deflect that one out of play.
Oh, great feed by Eichel there from behind the net through skates and sticks. And Joey had to be sharp on that one.
Nicholas Hague right out in front. And that one tips right off of Decord's paraphernalia. And up and out of play with 11:17 to go here in the period. In the first from T-Mobile Park, 1-0 Kraken. They've got the lead in the Discover NHL Winter Classic, the 15th edition of the Winter Classic, first in the Pacific Northwest.
13th in a ball field, too.
Yes. Tell you what, I'm usually good for about 15 to 20-ish Mariners games a year, and I don't think I've ever seen a ballpark this lively and this full in my now 3 years of living in Seattle. Here's Marchessault trying to zip it out in front, intercepted by Dunn, and Tomas Tatar back in for the Kraken in the Golden Knights zone. Tatar far corner. Chandler Stevenson ties it up along with Jordan Eberle. Carrier there as well. Matty Beniers, right corner, chasing it down. Whitecloud beats him to it. Hit along the boards, along behind the net. Now Vegas finds the handle, and Marchessault will carry it away. Marchessault through center. Carrier will chase it off during the far corner. Adam Larson all over him. Beniers pokes it up to Eberle. Here comes Tatar through center now. 3-on-2 back in. Tatar to Vince Dunn near side. He couldn't find the pass. Tatar saves it and shoots right on. And that caught in the breadbasket of Logan Thompson. He'll hold on for the whistle. That shot coming from just inside the near wing blue line. 1-0 Seattle. 10:27 to go here in the first period.
Tatar and Stevenson coming together right in front of the penalty box in a little physical play, having a few words afterwards.
You know, I think that there is, of course, the exhibition feel to this game because you are outdoors, but we've said it before, we'll say it again. There's 2 points on the line, and, you know, this is going to turn into a rivalry-fueled hockey game before too long.
Yeah, I would argue more important 2 points for Seattle than Vegas.
Absolutely. Kraken from the neutral zone after the puck was cleared out will dump it ahead. Now Vegas swings it back in. Michael Amadio taps it down low to the near corner. Kraken in the defensive end. Against the wall, Yanni Gourde able to spin his way to the blue line, but the Golden Knights will chase him back. It's William Karlsson. Gourde off the inboards. Dumoulin near side, trying to sidestep an Amadio check. He does. Justin Schultz up the far wall. Tolvanen. He'll tap it ahead. Only Tolvanen has the lone goal for Seattle so far in this one. Oliver Bjorkstrand carries it near side. At the left wing half wall up top. Borgen shot. That one deflected onto the goal. It'll be saved behind the net. Now Bjorkstrand takes it, turns and shoots off the far side of the net. Seattle keeps the puck. Here's Alexiak up top. Bjorkstrand shot through traffic. Knocked down. Will Borgen near side for Tolvanen. Sweeps it up top. Alexiak with it now. Back to Tolvanen near circle. Tolvanen around one man as his shot loose in the blue paint. And the Golden Knights clears back to the near wall. Seattle saves the puck. Shot from the far circle. And that one handled and held onto by Thompson. Now some pushing and shoving going on as Tolvanen getting mixed up. Connor down there as well with Yanni Gourde as those two will lock in a sweet embrace. 9:17 to play in the first. We'll step out for a timeout. 1-0 Seattle on the Emerald Queen Casino. Kraken team left here in the first period. Everett Fitzhugh, Al Konecki back alongside. Eeli Tolvanen redirecting a Vince Dunn point shot earlier in the first to give the Kraken their 1-0 lead.
Yeah, both teams with a handful of block shots, takeaways, one or two giveaways each. Earlier, there were just 2 takeaways, both by Seattle, right after the first goal, so that was paying off for them.
I love your comment about feeling out here early in this game, as we've really been able to see both sides get some good scoring chances. Seattle saves the blue line, and a shot from the near point from Dumoulin blocked on the way through. Now Vegas muscles it ahead. Kolazar shot, rebound in front, and that one just sailed wide. Bouncing back to the far wing boards. Ty Cartier pokes it up top. Burakovsky now for Dumoulin. Back to Justin Schultz as he'll whip it down the ice. Brett Howden right in front of the Vegas bench. Nick Waugh there also. Waugh trying to dig it out against Justin Schultz. Ty Cartier in there for Yamamoto. Schultz, Yamamoto still. Cartier as well. Now Nick Waugh. Keegan Kolazar has a stab at it. Now the Kraken finally get it. And Burakovsky will tap this one back into the offensive end. Vegas cleared it. Now Wenberg brings it up. Loose puck dumped to the near corner. McCann tracks it down. Played against the near wall. Braden McNabb tied it up, and now the puck slides out to the red line. Loose puck tied up for Jamie Alexiak, and now the Golden Knights bring it back in. Barbashev stolen away from and forced back into his own zone.
Yeah, good poke check there by Alexiak.
Braden McNabb through center. Denied the zone entry, so he'll have to regroup in his own end with Whitecloud. Whitecloud near side as he'll scooter this one around the boards. Off the glass, Jack Eichel left corner. He'll drop it back in behind the Kraken net. Tomas Tatar takes over now for Seattle. Far wing side is Mark Stone. Will force him to move it. Big hit right in front of us as Tanev and Barbashev go colliding into the wall. Jamie Alexiak near corner. Eichel trying to dig the puck from his big legs. This one picked up now by the Kraken. And Borgen swings it up top, just held in. Now McNabb go bobbling it. And the Kraken will go off for a line change. Jack Eichel, right side, blue line. He walks in as that shot will skip wide. Carrier on the far side for Vegas. Tied up with Tolvanen. Now the puck taken over by Matty Beniers. And Seattle up the right side. Beniers' shot deflected up and out of play with 7:11 to go here in this first period. 1-0 Seattle.
Good job by Tolvanen over there on the near side, the far side boards from us in the defensive zone, just playing the body, but not the puck, allowing Beniers to come through and pick up that loose puck and get it down the other end.
Faceoff will stay here inside of Golden Knights territory on the far side circle. Yanni Gourde comes in for the draw. Chandler Stevenson for Vegas across from him. False start off the face-off, so Yanni Gourde will be waved out. Now Bjorkstrand will come in. Off the draw, one here by Vegas. This one's sent back in behind the net. Gourde out of the far wing corner. Bjorkstrand back to the near side for Larson. Adam Larson keeps it in down low. Yanni Gourde chasing after it, gives it up. Shot Bjorkstrand, and that one blocked from the right wing circle. Gourde picks it up now. He'll take it near corner. Bjorkstrand in behind the cage. He'll take the pass from Gourde. Drifting left wing corner now. Tolvanen shot in the slot. Turned aside by Thompson. Yanni Gourde left corner. Bjorkstrand there as well. Loose puck bouncing back in behind the Vegas net. Comes out in front. And Marcia Sills carries it away for Vegas. Chandler Stevenson taps it up the near side. Vince Dunn skates away from Marcia Sills. Went around to the far boards for Larson. And back to Dunn. Cotter forcing Dunn to move it. Larson up the far side, giving way for Eberle. Jordan Eberle, fresh off the bench, will tap it down the ice from the red line. Icing gets waved off, and Thompson comes out to play it. Michael Amadio steals for Vegas. He'll give away now for William Karlsson. To the far corner, Paul Cotter losing an edge. Matty Beniers, left wing side corner, gives it out for Alexiak. Seattle back right to left. Alexiak from the red line as he'll chip this one down the wall. Bouncing puck far corner. Jordan Eberle along with Matty Beniers in the boards. Alec Martinez there for Vegas. Turning away was Amadio. And now the Golden Knights will carry it up by Paul Cotter. Will tap this one down the far boards. Cotter. Will Borgen wrestling left wing side. Matty Beniers comes in to help out. Beniers takes over. And Seattle has some room to skate through center. 5.5 left here in the first. 1-0 Seattle. Yamamoto over the near blue line. Vegas forcing Seattle to dump it out. Brian Dumoulin up the near wall. Burakovsky will give chase. And the Golden Knights pick it up. Alex Pietrangelo out to center. Kolazar has his pocket picked by Cartier. And still swat this one back in. Funny hop off the near corner boards. And Logan Thompson will play it out to center. Broken 3-on-2 back in for Vegas. Ty Cartier in the far corner for Seattle. Runs it up the wall. Justin Schultz couldn't clear. Kept in by Pietrangelo. Loose puck in front. Brian Dumoulin able to squirt this one back to the near corner. Nick Waugh sent up top. Nicholas Hague holds it. Pietrangelo shoots. And that one gloved down and held on to by Joey Daccord. 4:44 left here in the first. 1-0 Seattle. 5 shots aside. Back after this on the Emerald Queen Casino Kraken Audio Network. Tolvanen's got the lone goal tonight. The Kraken have a 1-0 lead. He's Al Kaniski. I'm Everett Fitzhugh. Both teams up and down the ice. A lot of back and forth here in the first Winter Classic outdoor game in Seattle history.
Yeah, shots on goal pretty even. Block shots 11-5. 11 for Vegas. They've been in the way of a lot more Seattle pucks getting directed on net.
Out of our media timeout, the faceoff will be taken on the left side of the Kraken zone. Wenberg waved out, so Jared McCann will come in. Ivan Barbashev across from him. Faceoff controlled by Vegas, but Seattle will steal. This is McCann. He'll lift it ahead for Brandon Tanev. Picks it up, Tanev, far circle. Slides it up top, and a one-timer from the blue line. Off the blade of Borgen, gets knocked down in front. Seattle. Right corner, Wenberg pushed into the wall by Pietrangelo. Coming in to help out is Jared McCann. Seattle on the offensive end. McCann rims it around the wall. Collected near side for Alexiak as he'll zip it back to the far half boards. Wenberg chased up toward the blue line, but Vegas able to force this one free. And Jack Eichel brings it in. Eichel giving way for Nick Hague. Nicholas Hague looks out in front. Barbashev couldn't swat that puck out of midair. And Jordan Eberle will force it free. McCann off the near boards. Alexiak will tap it ahead before blowing a tire. Nicholas Hague will take over back in behind the Vegas net. 3:45 left here in the first. 1-0 Seattle. William Carrier back in for the Golden Knights. On the left wing side, Stevenson threw it toward the corner. Seattle rims it around the boards. Eberle there. Jordan Eberle near side. Carries it out to center. Left wing blue line and in. He'll roll the puck to the near corner as Braden McNabb pushed off the puck. Seattle at the half wall. Wrestling for it. Matty Beniers throwing it up top. Shot from Vince Dunn never got through. Tomas Tatar saves it in a high slot, but it's stolen now by Chandler Stevenson. 2-on-1 Stevenson. Far side. He's got Marchessault. Stevenson shot right on. And Joey Daccord sprawls out in the blue paint to keep the puck out and keep it a 1-0 Kraken lead.
Yeah, that was a feed from Stevenson across in front. It went off a stick. Not sure if it was a Kraken stick or not, but Joey had to be real sharp there because it popped up in the air into his chest area. He had to cover up for it.
Trying to spread out the Kraken defense. It was a 2-on-1. Marchessault going to the back door with Stevenson. Daccord all the way down. Got his blocker into the top of the paint to deny the cross-ice pass, and it just died right up under his blocker, and he was able to hold on to it.
Yeah, it was Vince Dunn's stick that got that puck back into Joey's equipment.
Defensive zone face-off for Seattle. Kraken win it. Here's Bjorkstrand out to Gord, now in for Tolvanen. Rolling back in behind the Vegas cage. Alec Martinez will put this one back to the far side half wall. It's kept alive up top, and a big blast from Justin Schultz, and that's gloved down and held on to by Logan Thompson. 2:55 to go in this first period. 1-0 Seattle leads.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, but pucks can and do leave the ice.
Oh, yeah.
They've got netting at both ends of this arena, but not as much as in an NHL arena. So you still have to be aware if you're in the stands. There could be a puck that could end up in your seat.
I tell you what, I have a very robust puck collection, much to my wife's chagrin, as I've got pucks all over the house, and I collect one everywhere I go. So I might be wrestling a fan for a Winter Classic puck today. I've been told that they've been kept under tight lock and key in the back somewhere. Seattle can't win the face-off in their offensive end. The Golden Knights will muscle this one down the ice. Justin Schultz plays it back to the near half wall for Seattle. Yamamoto right in front of us. This one's sent back to the neutral zone by the Kraken. And Vegas once again from their own zone will regroup. Loose puck at center. Turn back in. Ty Kartje chasing it down near corner. Yamamoto rims it around the boards. He'll take it. Burakovsky trying to sweep it back toward the net, but the Golden Knights intercepted. And Keegan Kolazov will lift the puck near corner. 2:15 left here in the first. 1-0 Seattle. 8-7 shots in favor of Vegas. Now a turnover in front, and Jack Eichel stone cold by Joey Decord. Eichel rims it back around the wall. Mark Stone far side. Misplayed the puck off the boards, and Alexander Wennberg will carry it out. Joey Chance make their way around T-Mobile Park here.
Yeah, best opportunity of the game so far for the Vegas Knights.
You ever have 50,000 people screaming your name? This one's sent back in by Vegas. Vince Dunn out to center. He'll catch Tanev. Tanev walks in, shoots off the shoulder of Logan Thompson and out of play. Vince Dunn, headman pass from the near corner. He saw Tanev at the line, walked in, and he fired it off the shoulder. Good grade A chance for Seattle.
Yeah, great transition out of the Seattle end to get some quick speed going the other way. Joey Decord obviously with that big save moments ago, building off of that. Good momentum for the Kraken right now.
96 seconds left here in the first period. 1-0 Kraken. Shots now tied. Should be tied 9-9. It still says 9-8 up on the board in favor of Vegas. Face off here in the Kraken offensive end. Matty Beniers can't win it. Martinez whips it up to the far side. Carrier will tap it down at the half wall. Seattle keeps it alive. Loose puck rolling back to the near side. Vegas will just bounce it out to center. William Carrier gloves it down. Rolls it far corner. Vince Dunn for Seattle. Backhands it up the wing for Jordan Eberle. Leading Matty Beniers across the ice. Beniers near side. Enters the zone with 1 minute coming up to play in the first period. Seattle on top 1-0. Trying to extend their franchise record tying 8-game point streak to 9. Braden Pahal leads Vegas in. Yanni Gourde sweeps it up the near side. Bjorkstrand back over the blue line. Bouncing puck right on. Thompson bobbles it and is able to kick it back behind the net. And Michael Amadio will work it free. Jamie Alexiak in his own end. Across for Borgen with 37 seconds left here in the first period. Loose puck rolling onto the Vegas cage as Yanni Gourde was hot on the tail of White Cloud, so Logan Thompson will cover it up with 32.7 seconds to play in this first period. 1-0 Seattle.
Yeah, important offensive zone face-off here. Last 30 seconds of the period. You don't want to give away any opportunities. There's certainly enough time for Vegas to get down the other end, so you want to win this draw.
Yanni Gourde comes in for the left circle face-off. One here by Vegas, and the Golden Knights will bank this one off the boards and all the way back down into Kraken territory. 25 seconds to go. Puck rimmed around the boards. White Cloud kept it in. White Cloud near circle. Spin move in front. And that pass was loose. Worked back up to the far blue line. And that shot knocked away by Decord. Bjorkstrand rolls it down the wall before taking a hit from Paul Cotter. And now we're going to have a stoppage of play and an icing called here on Seattle. So with 11 seconds to go in the first, the Kraken have a defensive zone face-off.
Bjorkstrand picking up that rebound, trying to go off the wall to Tolvanen and streaking down the ice. But again, it's a different feel out here, different rink. You don't get that same bounce off the boards that he was looking for.
Yanni Gourde comes in for the draw on the far side. One back by Vegas. Eichel, high slot, shot blocked on the way through. Gotten back, Alec Martinez blast never got off his stick. 3 seconds to play in the period. Vegas, one last chance. Eichel's shot tipped wide of the net, and that'll do it for period number one. A robust, fast-paced and action-packed opening 20 minutes here, partner, and the Kraken have a 1-0 lead.
You have to feel that the Kraken got what they wanted out of this first period, got that first goal, kept Vegas off the board, and Jack Eichel with the best chance of the period, getting stopped by Joey Daccord.
So what a first period for Seattle, the first period in Winter Classic history for the Kraken. Because it is the Winter Classic, we're going to keep it right here for a second. We have a off-ice interview with Mike Benton coming up here in a matter of moments, but how about that goal? Eeli Tolvanen on the back door, but now we're going to head down to Mike Benton standing by with Kyle Yamamoto.
Thank you very much, Everett. Joining me actually right now is defenseman Vince Dunn, right now with a 1-0 lead after one period of play. Vince, what's working for you right now and working for your team also at this point?
I think just being direct right now. Everyone knows how the ice conditions are, so just cooperating with them and making life easy on ourselves.
Some players say you can't treat this like any other game because there's so many variables. How do you feel preparation has helped all of you so far?
Yeah, I think you do kind of got to treat it like it's any other game. I think when you start caring about all the outside noise and all the distractions we've dealt with all week, you start to get a little bit distracted in your own game. So right now the atmosphere is great for both sides. You hear a lot of Vegas fans out here too, so it's been great so far.
Finally, what does this outdoor scene feel like to you?
It's amazing. It's something I've always dreamed of doing. Always missed it by years in St. Louis, so finally to get the opportunity here in Seattle, this has been great, and they've done a great job putting it together. I can't think that they took any shortcuts making this happen. It's been an amazing couple weeks leading up to it, and I'm finally glad I'm here.
1-0 lead. Vince, thank you so much.
All right, appreciate you.
All right, Vince Dunn joining us. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Mike Benton with Vince Dunn there. First period in the books, 1-0 Seattle. They had the lead. Eeli Tolvanen's 10th goal of the season. And again, you get out in front, you tip the puck in, and for Seattle, they've been doing a lot of things right here in this first period.
Well, I like the message that Vince Dunn had there too, which was, yeah, the noise and everything leading up to the game is great, the fanfare is great, but once that puck drops, it's time to play hockey. The conditions are a little bit unusual, and that you got to get pucks to the ice. Well, that's exactly what Vince done to get them up 1-0 with a redirect from Tolvanen.
Shots on goal, 11-10 in favor of Vegas. Shots on goal recap brought to you by Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. Stop freaking. Call Beacon at 1-800-FREAKIN. Mike Benton standing by with your first period intermission report. After this, 1-0 Seattle has the lead on the Emerald Queens. Down for period 2. The Kraken and the Golden Knights back underway. Seattle has a 1-0 lead. Kraken will switch ends, now going left to right across your radio dial. Eeli Tolvanen, his 10th goal of the season, has put Seattle in the driver's seat through 20. Brandon Tanev from the neutral zone will leave it for Wenberg. Left side, rims it around the boards. Tanev chasing it. Leaves now McCann. Right wing corner. Banks it around the boards for Tanev. Back to McCann near side. Trying to slide it up top, but Barbashev will steal. And Mark Stone a give and go with him. Mark Stone backhands it over the blue line. Drop behind him. Pietrangelo leaving it there, but McCann intercepting it up to Wenberg. Alexander Wenberg shot right circle as he enters the zone right on, and that's gloved down and held by Logan Thompson with 44 seconds having gone in this second period. Still 1-0 Seattle.
Great zone entry there by Wenberg coming down the right side. Put the brakes on. I think he was looking for a late guy coming into the zone, but once he knew no one was there, just put it on net, get Logan Thompson into the game, put one in his glove. Let him get warmed up for the second period.
This is going to be a fun period, partner. The Kraken are now attacking the end right in front of us. So hopefully we'll get a few more goals for you. Will Borgen off the face-off win, left wing point. Will rim it around the boards, all the way to the far side. Marchessault picks it up for Vegas. This one tapped down to the neutral zone. Alec Martinez back in. Down the near side, Martinez pumps it toward the corner. Back in behind the net, Marchessault there. Puck taken off his tape for Tomas Tatar, but it's knocked right back down by Vegas. Bouncing puck up in the air, hung up top. Braden Pahal shot, blocker down by Daccord, and Seattle will skate this one up toward the blue line and out to center. Vegas dumps it back ahead before turning off for a line change. Seattle will do the same. From their own zone, the Kraken will fling this one down the ice. Icing gets waved off. Logan Thompson comes out to play it. He'll drop it near side for Whitecloud. Amadio and Tolvanen wrestle for it. Eeli Tolvanen takes it right circle, leaving it for Yanni Gourde. Gourde cuts in front. His shot right on! And that'll deflect up and out of play. Yanni Gourde cutting toward the net right in front of the blue paint. And he tried to go upstairs on Logan Thompson.
Yeah, fortunately for Yanni Gourde, I think it was McNabb that blew a wheel there and that gave him that lane to the front of the net to go one-on-one with Logan Thompson.
Yanni Gourde comes in for the face-off. Cross from Brett Howden. Right wing circle, near side. Corner gets waved down. Bjorkstrand will come in his place. One back to the right corner by Vegas. They'll take behind their own cage. Zach Whitecloud up the far side. Kolazar will muscle this one down the ice and back into Kraken territory. Brett Howden on the far side wall. Justin Schultz. Dumoulin in there as well for Seattle. Brett Howden leaving it behind the net. Yanni Gordon will skate with it. Up the near wing side, and a bouncing puck will deflect into the left corner of the Vegas zone. Braden McNabb back now for the Golden Knights. He'll turn up the far side wing. Ty Cartier trying to keep it in. Alexiak holds it into the far blue line. Alexiak shot right on. Kick save. Put back to the near side. Borgen scores! Willie B with a bomb from just outside the right circle in past Logan Thompson. The Seattle Kraken take a 2-0 lead.
Well, Seattle did a good job keeping the puck in the offensive zone. Alexiak on the far side got the puck to the front of the net. Logan Thompson made a save off his left pad, but he left a rebound he didn't like. It came right out to Borgen, who stepped into it with a rocket.
Will Borgen's first goal of this season. He had 13 assists coming into the game, and what a way to get your first goal of the year in your franchise's biggest game to date.
Yeah, if you're going to break a zero, that's one to break it in for sure.
17:41 to play in the second. 2-0. Kraken have the lead. Another $50 donation to Seattle Children's Hospital, courtesy of Hart's Plumbing and Electrical. Thanks to Will Borgen's goal. Hart's Plumbing and Electrical, we care more. And Seattle on the hunt for more. Face-off won by the Golden Knights. They'll tap it ahead, but Seattle will take over. Justin Schultz up the near side. This puck was knocked down. Ty Cartier couldn't find it. And William Karlsson will battle for it. On the near wall, Karlsson, Cotter, left corner. The puck will roll back in behind the net as Jonathan Marchessault is there. Marchessault has his pocket pick. Ty Cartier heads up ice. Burakovsky right corner. Cartier there as well, near side. Seattle tying it up in the offensive zone. Burakovsky on the goal line as his shot puck was knocked off his stick. Trying to save it up the line for Larson, but no one was home. So Joey Decord has to come down and play it.
Yeah, Burakovsky trying to get up to the front of the net with that puck, battling to get there, and just lost it off the end of his stick.
16:40 left. Seattle back in. Wenberg has some space, puts on the brakes, throws it across right in front. Alexiak on goal, and he fell over top of the goaltender. And now we're going to have a stoppage of play with 16:32 left here in the period. Alexiak cutting toward the net. Lost his edge, but he couldn't put it home.
Yeah, it was Wenberg coming hard down that right wing. Like we saw earlier in the game, put the brakes on, looking for a trailer. This time he had it, and Alexiak put it right on his tape. Alexiak tried to draw Thompson out and then go to the backhand and just lost it and got tripped in the process, taking the net off its moorings.
So they've replaced the net to our right here. So now they'll bring the face-off back out into the neutral zone. Alexander Wenberg, Jack Eichel. Kraken going left to right here in this second period. Will Borgen rattles it down the wall. McCann popped it back in behind the Vegas net, but Nicholas Hague gets it out to center. Ivan Barbashev over the near wing blue line will toss it back to the far corner. A bouncing puck where it's played now for Will Borgen. Up to Brandon Tanev near blue line. Seattle trying to muscle it out to center. They finally do. And the Golden Knights will work this one at the red. Mark Stone back across. Tapped into the offensive end near side. Will Borgen will tie it up in the corner. Stone in there as well. Loose puck comes all the way up top, but it splits the defense and sails all the way down the ice. Brandon Tanev on his horse. Braden McNabb takes him into the wall. Now Tatar takes it. Left wing side. O'Curl behind the net. Adam Larson, right circle, up top to Vince Dunn, finds Beniers near side. Beniers fans on the shot, and William Carrier brings it out to center for Vegas. Down the left side, Carrier to the near corner. We've got 15:30 left in this second period, 2-0. Kraken have the lead. Puck bounces off the inboards. Vegas here in the offensive zone. Larson picks it up for Seattle, and will slide it out for Eberle. Jordan Eberle tossing it off the far boards. Beniers now for Tatar. Eberle takes over right corner. Rims it back around the boards. Far side, Vince Dunn keeps it in for the Kraken. And Seattle will go off for a line change as that Eberle Beniers Tatar line was at the end of a shift. Loose puck here in the Vegas zone. Braden McNabb across the White Cloud. Stolen away from by Tolvanen. Ellie Tolvanen left side, looks in front. Eberle on his backhand, right on goal. Turned aside by Logan Thompson. What a save by Thompson. What a play by Eberle at the end of his shift. Now they got the Golden Knights back in as Paul Connor's shot from the near side. Glove down and held onto by Zoe Decord with 14:43 left here in this second period. 2-0 Seattle. The Kraken have been getting all the offensive chances here early on in this period.
Yeah, Eberle trying to outweight Thompson there with a couple of head fakes. Beniers was on top of that puck. They just couldn't get it past him there.
14:43 to go. Face off in the Kraken zone. Yanni Gourde on the near side will take the draw. One here by Vegas. There's a shot from Braden Pahal, right side, blocked on the way through. And now the Kraken will tie this one up right in front of the Vegas Golden Knight bench. It'll deflect up and out of play with 14:32 left in this second period. 2-0 Seattle. 16-12 shots. They have the lead there.
Yeah, Kraken's second goal scored by Will Borgen. Primary assist goes to Ty Karche. Secondary goes to Ellie Tolvanen, his second point of the night.
So a 2-point night for E.T. First goal of the season for Willie B. and the Kraken. Trying to extend this point streak to 9 games. They owe Vegas for that season opening loss on the 10th of October. Back in their building. The two newest franchises in the NHL, the Golden Knights, coming off of their first Stanley Cup just 6 years into their existence. They've made the playoffs all but one season as a member of the NHL. Here's Bjorkstrand back in for the Kraken. Bjorkstrand near side. Puck will bounce over his stick. Now Carlson plays it out. Paul Connor down the right wing. Far boards. Schultz for Seattle. Carlson for Vegas. Michael Amadio back in behind the Kraken net. He'll push it up top trying to find Martinez, but Bjorkstrand will steal. Yanni Gourde. Bjorkstrand near side. Blue line. Bjorkstrand will dive it down the wall. And Vegas attempting to clear it out. Brett Howden on the near side. Skates up to the near blue line into the offensive end for Vegas. Howden pushed off the puck. Larson forcing it back to the far side. Kolazar will save it, and a shot stepped into by Pietrangelo. Sails wide. Now Seattle will chase it down. Yamamoto. Right wing for Burakovsky. At the half board, Seattle back in the Vegas zone. Burakovsky trying to keep it onside. He can't, but Vince Dunn will hammer it back in. Vegas just inside the line near side as Burakovsky will force it ahead. Yamamoto to the high slot. Karche shooting just wide. Comes off the inboards and Yamamoto will take it. Yamamoto wrestling Nicholas Waugh for it. Now coming in to help out was Haig for Vegas. And the Golden Knights will bring it up ice for Brett Howden. Howden down the near corner. Big hit against the wall on him. Howden slaps it around the boards. Jack Eichel saves it right wing blue line. Back pass to Howden. Up top, Braden McNabb takes the shot. Now will pull it in front. Turned aside by the defense in front of Decord. Ivan Barbashev has his pocket picked, and now the Kraken will come back left to right. Vince Dunn, though, can't clear the zone. Kept alive. Here's Barbashev looking in front, and a shot sailed wide of the cage as Stone was camped out in front of Decord. Barbashev to the blue line far side. Brandon Tanev will muscle this length of the ice. Icing called here on Seattle with 12:25 to play in the second period. 2-0. Seattle still on top.
Seattle almost had themselves another play in the puck from the bench penalty there. Yamamoto's stick was hanging over the edge on that clearing pass, and the puck rolled right by the blade of his stick. That would have been a first.
Yeah, that happened the other night against Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Tomas Tatar was sitting on the dasher on the bench waiting to come over the boards, and the puck was coming right at him. So he just tapped it down. Can't do that.
It's hard to turn that off. That instinct to grab the puck.
Face-off won by Vegas. Pietrangelo on the far side for the Golden Knights. He'll toss it down low. Loose puck thrown in front. Marchessault has his pocket picked as he was trying to stiff one in past Decord. Adam Larson. Far side for Dunn. Up the near wall. Brandon Tanev is in. Right wing circle. Tanev will drop it back to the near corner. Jared McCann backhands it around the boards. Matty Beniers up top. Seattle saves it. Borgen, right circle, shoots, and that one into the belly of Logan Thompson. He holds on. We'll go to a timeout. 2-0 Kraken. 11:54 left here in the second on the Emerald Queen Casino Kraken Audio Network. left here in the second. The Kraken a 2-0 lead thanks to Will Borgen's first goal of the season earlier in this second period. And now Kaniski, this has been about as quick of a second period, as good of a start to a period as you want for Seattle.
Yeah, absolutely. We're coming up on the midpoint of the game here. We haven't seen a penalty yet either. And you mentioned it yourself that you think Seattle's had more of the scoring opportunities. I agree. They've also had more of the hits.
Yes.
18-10 in their favor. They're playing much more physical against Vegas right now.
I'm looking for some more hits right in front of us here.
You want one. You want this glass to pop, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I want to check out the flexibility, the integrity of this glass right here. Back to live action. Jordan Eberle, right circle, cuts in a backhand toward the net, and that'll deflect over top of the goal. Jonathan Marchessault will flip this one away for the Golden Knights. Adam Larsson back in his own end, across to Vince Dunn, far side. Banks it off the left wing board to lead Tomas Tatar in, and Matty Beniers will chase him. Now Tatar, far circle. Eberle settles. He's got Larsson. Right wing, throws it down low for Beniers. That pass intercepted by Alec Martinez. Now Eberle. Near corner once more. Bouncing behind the goal. Matty Beniers takes over for Seattle. Beniers banks it off the wall. Larsson, a big shot blocked by Carrier. Right to Vince Dunn, left side, and still slap it back in behind the Golden Knight cage. Here's Beniers. Far side point to Vince Dunn. Shot blocked by Haig. And Tomas Tatar will take it now. Tatar, left side, behind the net, Matty Beniers. Heads up to the near side circle. Tatar in front, right on. Eberle trying to tip it in past Thompson. He'll make the save, however, and hold on. 10:53 left here in the second. 2-0 Kraken.
Yeah, great shift there by the Beniers Eberle Tatar line, keeping the puck in the offensive zone for most of that shift, moving around, getting it back to the point for a couple of shots. Textbook shift for them.
Tolvanen, Gord, and Bjorkstrand. He's Golvanen is out there on the ice right now. That line will step in for the faceoff. L.A. Tolvanen had the first goal for Seattle, so that nickname rings true here tonight. Face-off one to the near side by the Kraken. Here's Justin Schultz, a shot right point. Will go off the glass and wide. Fluttered off the glass now, and the Golden Knights will clear it away. Carlson in for Mario, right wing circle, as he'll curl behind the net. Johnny Gord throws it up to the near wing side. Brian Dumoulin will dump it back into the near corner of the Golden Knights end. Vegas will tie it up against the wall. Yanni Gord lost his footing. Tolvanen looks for Bjorkstrand. That pass got knocked down as Bjorkstrand 1-on-4 in the high slot. Vegas clears it away. Carlson through center to the far side of Mario. He'll drop it back into the corner. On the right wing boards, William Carlson. Up top, Pietrangelo. Near side for Martinez as his shot blocked on the way through near circle by Eeli Tolvanen. Now the puck right in front as Joey Decord will come out and cover it up. 10:04 to go. Second period here at T-Mobile Park. 2-0 Seattle in the Winter Classic.
Seattle defense been doing a good job there, clearing that front of the net, letting Joey have the puck, letting him get it covered up, and making sure that no Knights players get anywhere near him.
Tell you what, Joey Decord now, of 9 of his last 11 games, he's allowed 2 or fewer goals in those contests. At the best save percentage, north of .940 for the month of December in the NHL.
And you ask any coach in the league, keeping your team at 3 or less,
yes,
you're starting most nights.
Well, and it used to be the Kraken couldn't win games unless they scored 4, but now they've won 4 in a row in which they've scored 3 or less. 3 2-1 wins and a 3-2 win in there. Kraken have 2 goals here so far today. Will Borgen from the red line will hammer it ahead. Alexander Wenberg, left side, will kick it back in behind the Vegas cage. Alec Martinez up top, gloved down by Borgen, but it was just offside. And play will be stopped. That was inches. That was millimeters offside. We've crossed the halfway mark of the contest. 9:41 left in the second. 2-0 Seattle. Back after this on the Emerald Queen Casino Kraken Audio Network.
In the journey to find what's right for you, sometimes the most important journey is the one within. The journey of finding the perfect fit. A journey that empowers you, boosts your confidence, and defines your style. Because when you find the perfect fit, you find yourself. Come discover your perfect fit and experience what buying a car should be like at Toyota of Olympia, located just off I-5 at exit 102 in Tumwater, or online at toyotaofolympia.com.
Here's what's happening at EQC this week. Tuesday, play Mystery Multiplier for up to 24 times points. That's massive. Wednesday, get lucky with $120,000 hot seats. Thursday the 4th, get ringside seats for live boxing. Friday the 12th, it's Drew Hill at the Event Center. Saturday, roll the dice at the craps table and let the thrill begin. You gotta be here for it. Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. 21 and over. Need gambling help? Call 800-547-6133 or visit emeraldqueen.com.
Members of LIUNA, the Laborers International Union of North America, are on the forefront of the construction and energy industries. Members are building a better and brighter tomorrow for generations to come, while also earning family-supporting pay, good benefits, and the opportunity for advancement and better lives. This fun fact is sponsored by the Laborers, the official union partner of the Seattle Kraken. To start your career building a more efficient tomorrow, go to nwconstructionjobs.com to apply today.
Now back to T-Mobile Park and the 2024 NHL Winter Classic. The Las Vegas Golden Knights and your Seattle Kraken on the Emerald Queen Casino Kraken Audio Network.
9:41 left here in the second. Everett Fitzhugh, Al Kaniski riding shotgun, ice level for this one. 2-0. Seattle has a lead. Tolvanen and Borgen, your goal scorers here today.
The hits keep coming. 20-10 now in Seattle's favor. They've definitely figured out this is part of the recipe for success today.
Out of our media break, Seattle wins the neutral zone faceoff. Alexiak will rim it down the far boards. Comes back in behind the Golden Knights net. Now Nicholas Hague will carry it away for Vegas. Hague to center for Pietrangelo. Banks it off the boards. Mark Stone will tap it ahead, but Vegas a hair and a half offside. 9:23 left here in the period. Well, Al, this will technically count as a home game for Seattle. 3-game homestand after the Christmas holiday. They got one more on Thursday against Ottawa, and then a very tough 6-game trek out east, like last year, potentially setting up a make or break scenario for Seattle.
Yeah, I got to pack an extra tube of toothpaste for that one.
Kraken will be heading to Buffalo, Washington, Columbus, Pittsburgh, the New York Rangers, and the Edmonton Oilers. 9:08 to play in the period. Seattle here in the defensive zone. Will Borgen muscles this one ahead. Pietrangelo knocked it down. Vegas re-enters left wing side near boards for Stone. Mark Stone taps it up top. Jack Eichel shooting, drifting into the near circle, and that'll sail wide of the cage. Vegas can't hold the line. This one sent all the way back down behind the Golden Knight net as both teams option for line changes. 8:44 to play in the second. Kean Kolazar into the offensive zone for the Golden Knights. Rims it around the boards near side. Vegas, left corner. Yamamoto steals it. Chips it up the wall, but Vegas holds it in. That was Braden Bahal. Adam Larson dives it out to center, trying to find Yamamoto, but that was knocked away as well. Now Seattle, a second chance on the zone entry. Burakovsky, right circle shot deflected on the way through. Alec Martinez picks it up for Vegas and will skate it down the far boards for Keaton Kolazar. Kolazar for Nicholas Waugh. He'll enter the zone down the far side as he'll toss it in behind the Kraken cage. Adam Larson, left wing corner, battling away for it. Vince Dunn in front. Put back up for Pahal, far side. Now Brett Howden. Braden McNabb winds, fakes the shot, slaps it down for Pahal, left circle, trying to chip it in front, but Karche knocked it down, and Seattle will take over possession and lift the puck back down the ice. 7:40 left here in this second period, still 2-0. Seattle's got the lead. They're +4 in shots, 18-14 thus far. Off of a line change, the Golden Knights will take the puck in their own end. Braden Pahal, far circle, rolls it up the wing. William Carrier beat by Dumoulin. Near side for Justin Schultz. He'll stick handle and go back to Dumoulin. One legs it ahead for Jordan Eberle. Left wing circle, Jordan Eberle trying to feed the blue line. That pass got knocked down in Marchessault. Leads it out for Vegas. Tapped over the stick of Brian Dumoulin, who's chased all the way back far corner of the Kraken zone. Now Justin Schultz takes over. Up the near side for Tomas Tatar. Tatar, right corner for Matty Beniers. Sweeps it around the kick plate. Eberle kept it in down low, but Nicholas Hague will steal it. Force it up to Paul Cotter, but it's kept alive far side by Alexiak and put back into the near corner. Marchessault taps it up to Chandler Stevenson. Into the offensive end for Vegas, but Seattle will steal. Matty Beniers coming back through center. Beniers head fakes his way into the left wing corner of the offensive zone. Lost his footing And he'll throw the puck right to Marchessault in Vegas, exiting the zone. 6.5 left here in the second. 2-0 Seattle.
Matty was looking for Tolman on that back door there and then blew a wheel in the process.
Oliver Bjorkstrand muscles his way into the offensive end. Down the near side wall. To the right wing corner as he'll stop. Go back for Yanni Gourde behind the net, but no one was there. And we're going to have a stoppage of play as the net was knocked off the moorings. In behind Logan Thompson. 6:10 to go in this second period. 18-15. Kraken had the lead in shots. The 15th Winter Classic. See Seattle on top 2-0 here in the middle period.
Seattle with only one giveaway so far this game. They had a couple more than in the Philly game. Obviously, they still ended up on top, but just won this game, and that's really a hallmark of their style. They want to control the puck. They don't want to give away the puck, even in their own zone. They want to control it. They don't want to force passes. That leads to a very low number of giveaways.
The net in behind Logan Thompson has been reset. So the face-off on the left wing side of the Kraken offensive end will go. One back by Seattle. Vince Dunn, far point shot blocked by Martinez in front of the net. Rim back around the boards. Larson couldn't cover the blue line. And this one sent all the way back in behind Decord. Decord will play it. He'll chip it off the near glass, and this one will roll back to the center circle. Tolvanen beat to the puck. Vegas enters the zone down the far side. Here's Paul Cotter. He'll curl behind the net on his backhand. Left wing circle, now to the high slot. Cotter still with it. Bjorkstrand lost his stick. Cotter, right wing, now to Martinez, near side, shot right on Decord. Will knock it down and will smother it up and hold for the whistle. 5:32 left in period number 2. The Kraken ahead by 2. It's 2-0 here on the Emerald Queen Casino Kraken Audio Network.
Hey, hockey fans, it's Softy back here. Be sure and toast this Kraken season with the Kraken Rum, the official rum of the Seattle Kraken. The Kraken's deep and watery keep is said to be filled with the one and only.
The break, 2-0 Seattle. They have the lead. Goals from Ellie Tolvanen and Will Borgen. And again, this Kraken team, I think they're getting the bulk of the chances. I think Seattle has been the better team, but Vegas is starting to mount a little bit of a push here in the middle portion of this second period.
Yeah, I agree. First period and the start of the second period, they were playing their second in a back-to-back, but they're definitely picking it up now.
Face off one here by the Golden Knights. They'll toss it down low to the far corner of the offensive zone. Runs up to the wall for Pietrangelo, but now Seattle will muscle this one down the ice. Brandon Tanev keeps it alive, blows a tire as he enters the zone, and Pietrangelo puts it back to the near corner. Martinez up to Barbashev. Played off the puck by Wenberg, but Jack Eichel will lead the charge in. Down the near wing wall, Seattle will find the handle in the far corner as Alexiak will battle for it back in behind the goal. Barbashev to the near side. At the half wall as he'll roll it up to Martinez at the point. Rink wide Pietrangelo and down to Barbashev. Now Martinez left circle as a shot right on Stone off the side of the net. Looking up to the heavens in despair after that shot. And now the Kraken will slowly toss down the ice. 4:35 left here in this second period. Mark Stone re-enters for Vegas. 2-0 Seattle. As the puck tied up here in the near corner, Brett Howden forced off the disc. Let's go Kraken. 48,000 strong here at T-Mobile Park. Adam Larson across to Vince Dunn. So roll it up the boards for Eberle near side. From the neutral zone, Eberle will toss it ahead. Braden Pahal. Far corner as he's pushed into the boards by Tomas Tatar. Now Beniers gets the feed from Eberle. He'll send it wide. Schultz near point. Rims it down the boards. Tatar in behind the net. Jordan Eberle will take it there. Eberle, right wing half wall. Up top to Schultz as he'll zip it back in behind the goal. And back to the far side half wall. But another stoppage of play as Tatar got hemmed up over the back of the net. So once again it was displaced with 3:46 to go here in this second period. 2-0 Seattle.
Yeah, Tomas Tatar trying to get to that puck behind the net there, just clipping the edge of the post, popping it off, so faceoff will come out to the neutral zone just outside the blue line, the Vegas blue line.
19-16 shots. Seattle leads there. They lead more importantly where it counts, 2-0. Big sports day in Seattle. The Huskies and the Longhorns will face off, will kick off at 5:45 Pacific time from New Orleans. In the Sugar Bowl, the first semifinal for the college football playoff. The Rose Bowl going on right now. Michigan and Alabama in the other game. This one's sent out to the neutral zone by Vegas off the face-off win. Seattle will saucer it back ahead. Braden McNabb leading Chandler Stevenson. Down the near board, Stevenson into the corner is a big hit. Pushed up against the wall, and I think we may have our first penalty here, partner. Indeed, interference is the call. So we'll see who it's going to be on, but 3:21 left in the period. Looks like Seattle will get the first penalty of the night. We'll get the call from on the ice.
Seattle, minor penalty, number 6, interference.
Adam Larson will sit for 2, and a unique thing about our vantage point here, Al, is the penalty box is right next to us. So Adam Larson looking larger than life in all of his bearded glory to our left.
That's only beneficial when 2 guys get in a fight and they go off, and we can hear the live action. Vegas' power play currently at 22.4% overall, 12th place in the league, and 22.5% also on the road.
We'll send Mike Benton down there to get a penalty box interview with Adam Larson. Kraken off the face-off win will toss it down the ice, and Vegas will start their breakout from behind their own net. Here comes Pietrangelo up to Carlson. William Carlson with speed through center. Off to the right wing side, Alexiak will force him off the puck. Tied up back in behind the Kraken goal. Vegas will send this one back to the blue line, but Seattle will force it all the way down the ice before going off for a line change. Here comes Pietrangelo for the Golden Knights. Dropping behind him for Jack Eichel. And down the right wing side, back in comes Vegas. Eichel sweeps it up the boards, but Seattle there, and they'll flick this one back into the offensive end.
McCann and Gore doing a good job holding that defensive blue line and causing Vegas to cough that puck up.
1:05 to go in the Kraken penalty kill. 2.5 left here in the second. Battle for here near corner of the Golden Knights offensive end. Jack Eichel up to Pietrangelo for a shot, high slot, and that one turned away. Marchessault left side to Stone. Back for Pietrangelo. His shot misses wide, comes off the inboards, and Brian Dumoulin will charge it off the far wall and back to the neutral zone. Alex Pietrangelo with 40 seconds to go on his team's power play. Brings it in for Vegas. Pietrangelo down the near side, rimmed around the boards. Chandler Stevenson, Michael Amadio wrestling it away, but Jamie Alexiak is there for the Kraken, tossing it up to the point and kept in by Pietrangelo, and now this one is deflected up and out of play.
I think it was Brandon Tannen that got a stick on that puck, but it might have gone back off of the Vegas player before going over the bench. So faceoff should be right in front of the Vegas bench here. Maybe it's center ice.
1:44 left here in this second period. 23 seconds to go on the Kraken penalty kill. And I think they're going to bring this faceoff right to center ice. Indeed, they will. Alexander Wenberg and Chandler Stevenson will match up. Now Nicholas Waugh comes in and replaces Stevenson. Kraken win the faceoff. This is Jamie Alexiak. He'll punt this one back into Vegas territory. 13 seconds to go in the Golden Knight power play. Ivan Barbashev through center, over the line. Stevenson now for Whitecloud. Near wing side, 6 to go in the power play for Vegas. Zach Whitecloud up top. Bouncing puck toward the corner. Here comes Adam Larson. He'll spring free from the box. Alec Martinez for Vegas. 1 1/4 left here in this second. 2-0. Seattle has the lead. 15th Discover NHL Winter Classic. Vegas here in the offensive zone. They'll work the point. Whitecloud across. Martinez's shot will sail wide. Left wing boards. Whitecloud pushing it back to the corner for Stevenson. Chandler Stevenson backhanding it toward the slot. Kept in momentarily by Nicholas Waugh. And ahead for McCann. McCann right circle. The puck will bounce over his stick. And this one carried away by Stevenson.
He tried to cut to the middle and just lost control of it.
40 seconds and counting to play in the period. Now Jordan Eberle, right wing circle, walks in, shoots off the shoulder of Logan Thompson, trying to go stick side, top corner. Here's Matty Beniers, up to the blue line. Vince Dunn, left side, kept it in as he'll throw it back down to the corner. Tatar rims it around the boards near side, but it's taken over by McNabb with 18 seconds to go in the second. Vegas in the offensive zone, up toward the cage. 10 to play in the period. Here's Michael Amadio. Far circle. Shot right on. Turned away by Joey Decord. Loose puck on the side of the net. And Vince Dunn squirts it up top. 2 seconds in now. 1. There's the horn. And the Seattle Kraken survive A late second period push by Vegas to hold on to that 2-0 lead, partner.
Yeah, shots on goal 11-10 there in the second period, and you're right. It started out a little slow for Vegas. I was kind of surprised being down 1-0, but Seattle got that second goal. That was a bit of a wake-up call for Vegas, and they picked it up in the second half.
How about Will Borgen's first goal of the season? 13 assists so far, but what a shot he stepped into right in front of us here at the top of this near circle.
Great one-timer. Put it on net quickly. That's always the key there.
So a 2-0 Seattle Kraken lead. Tolvanen's goal back in the first period. Will Borgen's goal here in the second. We're waiting for Mike Benton as he's going to have a Kraken player join us here momentarily. Shots on goal in this period, 21-20 in favor of the Seattle Kraken. Shots on goal recap brought to you by Beacon Plumbing, Heating, and Mechanical. Stop freaking and call the Seattle Kraken, hoping to close out the Vegas Golden Knights in the first outdoor game in Seattle's history. Only 2.5 years into this experiment known as the Seattle Kraken, but this team so far, they have looked like the better team here tonight. Joey Decord has turned out another strong performance in goal.
Yeah, Joey's picked up right where he left off with the Philadelphia Flyer game the other night. He's kept everything in front of him. He's covered the puck up when he needed to. He's working well with his defensemen. He's doing everything he needs to do to keep this game within reach, which is keeping it at 0 right now. I expect him to play that way through the rest of this period.
Crowd getting into it here. It's loud inside of T-Mobile Park as the Seattle Kraken 20 minutes away from pushing their point streak to a franchise record 9 games. They are 6-0-2 in their previous 8 as we're back underway from T-Mobile Park. Teams will switch ends like they do every period. Kraken now going back right to left across your radio dial as Vegas will shoot it in off the opening face-off, and Joey Decord thought about playing it, but we'll just cover it up and hold for a whistle.
Yeah, and again, that's what I was just talking about a moment ago about his game tonight, is he looked over his shoulder, he knew there was no reason to play it, and got it covered up with the face-off.
Mark Stone comes in along with Jack Eichel. Now Eichel will take the face-off for Vegas. Alexander Wenberg in there for Seattle. Wenberg losing the draw. Up top, Pietrangelo shoots through some traffic and deflected off into the near corner. This one bounced up toward the blue line. Caught by Stone. Rink wide across. Kept onside. Martinez, a left point shot. That'll bounce onto the net. And Decord makes the save. Now a foot race for the puck. Out to center, but Pietrangelo gets there ahead of Brandon Tanev, and the Golden Knights will start back in. Here's Stone on the far side. Rink wide pass to Barbashev. Gets through. Barbashev here in the right corner. Alec Martinez there as well. This one just kept onside. Pietrangelo to Martinez a one-time. And that's gloved down and held by Joey Decord.
Yeah, Larson and Dunn there keeping their respective counterparts out of the way there so Joey could see that shot all the way. It was a one-timer, but it was just in front of us here, which was almost out to the blue line.
19-12 left here in this third period. 2-0. Seattle has the lead. We're shots are tied at 21 apiece. Loving the intermission there. They had a Seattle who's who of sports legends. Edgar Martinez, Dan Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, and others. A lot of great names in Seattle sports lore. Hopefully a few Kraken will add their name to that list before too long here. Joey Decord, the way they're chanting his name, might not be too much longer for him. Seattle back in their own zone as Jamie Alexiak will flip this one ahead. Matty Beniers knocks it down. Rink wide across, far side for Borgen. Dropping back now for Alexiak. Up to the middle where Beniers will tap it ahead. And Paul Cotter will knock it down. Paul Cotter denied the zone entry on the near side as the Kraken will fight for it right in front of the penalty boxes. Pietrangelo up the far side for Carlson, but Seattle there, and the Kraken will work it back into their own zone following a line change. Vegas will follow suit as well, sending reinforcements over the wall. Brian Dumoulin now for the Kraken. Turned away far side of his own zone, dropping now for Alexiak. Up the near wall, this one tapped ahead, but icing called on Seattle. 18:05 to play here in the period. 2-0 Seattle.
Well, talking a lot about puck management. Seattle doing a good job just a moment ago there, getting the puck under control, staying in their own zone, letting the forwards get changed up there. But a missed clearing pass resulted in an icing. So face off here to Joey's right.
18:05 to go. Face off on the far side of the Vegas Golden Knights offensive zone. Vegas wins it. Pietrangelo near side now. His shot turned aside by Decord. Loose puck in front. Kraken will clear it off to the near wing wall for Bjorkstrand. Bjorkstrand rolls it out to the red line. Paul Cotter back to get it. Stolen away from by Yanni Gourde. Scores! Yanni Gourde right out in front. Stole the puck from the Vegas Golden Knight defender, and that goal was gorgeous. 3-0 Seattle, 17:50 to play here in the third.
Well, we talked a little bit about the what's cracking piece about Yanni Gourde's play. If he gets the puck first, he's taking it. If the Vegas player gets there first, he's playing the body, or in this case, lifting a stick and stripping you of the puck.
Yanni Gourde stuck with it. The save was made, and then he found it again in the low slot right in the blue paint and hammered it in to Seattle Kraken with a 3-0 lead, 17:45 to play here in this third period.
Safe to say that one will go unassisted. That's the definition of an unassisted goal.
The Kraken back here in the offensive zone. Cartier on the far side. The Golden Knights will force it free. This one chipped into the offensive end near wing wall, and now the Kraken back out. Here comes Ty Cartier into the offensive end, weaves his way far side. Yamamoto. The drop pass intercepted by Keegan Kolazar, and now Vegas will re-enter. Kolazar, left wing side, as his shot deflected down by Vince Dunn. Nicholas Waugh on the far wing boards. We'll throw it back in behind Decord. Decord back to the far corner. Burakovsky leading Vince Dunn through center. Vince Dunn weaves his way in to the left wing side half boards. Slaps it around the wing. This is Wenberg, right corner, hounded by Nicholas Waugh. He'll go behind the net for Jared McCann. McCann up top. Vince Dunn will catch it there. Left side, back in behind the net. Alexander Wenberg for Seattle. Overtaken though by White Cloud in Vegas. With some room to skate, will slide out to center. Barbashev into the offensive zone for Stone, coming down the left side, and that one turned away by Joey. Barbashev gets it, looks in front. Jack Eichel had the angle sealed off by Tanev. Eichel, right wing corner, up top to White Cloud. Rink wide across. McNabb's shot blocked by Alexander Wenberg, and Vince Dunn will tap this the length of the ice.
It's not going to be an icing either, so that's a great dump there.
Sent back up in by Vegas. Will Borgen back to pick it up for Seattle. Borgen now for Alexiak. Up the near side as he'll chip it off the glass, but this will go for icing here on Seattle. 16:04 left here in this third period. Yanni Gourde has given the Kraken a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, just a straight-out second, third, and fourth effort by Gourde there to lift the stick of the Vegas player, strip the puck, and then continue the play all the way through Thompson.
16:04 to go. Face-off back inside of the Kraken defensive end. Marchessault wins it for Vegas. Marchessault backhand toward the net. Goes off the side of the cage. And Will Borgen will skim this one off the boards. Now the Kraken back in. Tatar, right side. Beniers looked in front. That one just wide of the net. Oh, man, 2-on-1. Matty Beniers almost finishing off a Tomas Tatar pass.
Great saucer feed, too.
Seattle in the defensive zone after Vegas worked it back in. Matty Beniers for the Kraken. Rolls it up the wing. Here's Tomas Tatar. He'll slap at it. Now Vegas keeps it on side, but it doesn't matter as Will Borgen will turn back for the Kraken. Both teams head off their line changes. 15:20 left in this third period. 3-0 Seattle. They've got the lead. This one sent up the near wall. Vegas back in their own end. Nicholas Hague down the far side. Glove down here by Paul Cotter, but intercepted by Bjorkstrand. Ali Tolvanen skates his way in. Vegas loosens the puck and gets it out to center. William Karlsson, a long shot from the far wing side. That one scooped up and held onto by Decord for the whistle. 14:58 left here in this third period. It's a 3-0 Seattle lead.
Should be the 25th shot on goal by the Vegas Knights, 23 for Seattle. They've gotten pucks to the front of the net, but Joey has had a heck of a night keeping everything in front of him.
Face off here in the Kraken zone. One back by Vegas. Braden Pahal just keeps it onside. Down the left wing, Pahal, a backhand looking out in front. That was stolen away. And now the Kraken have a 2-on-1 coming. Here's Bjorkstrand down the far side. Tolvanen goes toward the net. Bjorkstrand, far corner, couldn't get the puck to him. Now Bjorkstrand back in behind the Vegas goal. In front, looking on the far wall for Justin Schultz. And he'll put it back in behind the net. Bjorkstrand overstepped the puck. Nicholas Hague will saucer this one out toward the center circle. William Karlsson muscles it off the stick of Tolvanen. Now Brian Dumoulin up the wall. Bjorkstrand near side. Up for Yanni Gourde. Into the offensive zone. Gourde shot right on. Thompson made the save. Tolvanen to the point. Will Borgen. Near side for Alexiak at the circle. Back up top to Borgen. A slap pass in front. Rimmed around the boards, and the Kraken can't get it on net. Alexiak up top to Borgen. Right wing point shot blocked on the way through as Yamamoto now will tie it up. Bouncing puck out toward the center circle, and Jamie Alexiak chased all the way back behind his own goal line for Michael Amadio. Alexiak through center, 13:40 left. Burakovsky, left wing circle off the feet from Cartier. Burakovsky down to Cartier, near half wall. He'll turn back up to the circle, dropping it back for Yamamoto. He'll rim it around the boards. Collected by Pietrangelo for Vegas. The Golden Knights will tie it up on the far wall. Burakovsky up top, Larson. Near side, Vince Dunn back to Larson on the right wing. Larson toward the goal. That one knocked away. Now Burakovsky shoots. Turned aside in front, and the Golden Knights clear. Here comes Vegas back in. Nicholas Waugh taken out hard by Larson down the far wing side. And this one backhanded up the ice. Icing called here on Seattle. 13:06 to go here in the third. 3-0 Seattle.
Keegan Golsar with a hit of his own there over on the far side on Burakovsky after he executed the hit. Looked over his shoulder at the referee just to make sure, which always tells me that you thought maybe that could have been a penalty, but it wasn't. We play on, 5 even.
They saw here the near circle of the Kraken zone. One back by Seattle. Yamamoto, Spokane native, playing in his home state's first ever outdoor NHL game. Rolls the puck down the ice. Braden Pahal now for Vegas. In for Stone. Mark Stone near side. Forced off the disc by Brandon Tanev. Topped out to center by the Kraken. Golden Knights will fling it back ahead. And Jamie Alexiak will stop it behind his own goal and set up the breakout. Flush from behind by Barbashev. Long lead pass ahead. He was trying to find Brandon Tanev, but could not connect on the long pass. And this will be one more face-off in the Kraken defensive end with 12:33 left here in the third. 3-0 Seattle.
I'm enjoying some of the stats up on the screen up there to the left there. Fastest skater so far tonight, Brandon Tanev, 31.24 miles an hour.
Alexander Wenberg, defensive zone face-off. Here in the near circle, one back to Borgen. Right corner, rimmed around the wall. Tanev picks it up off the boards around the referee on the far side, but Whitecloud forcing it off his stick. And now Vegas will send it up the ice right on to Decord, and he'll cover it up and hold on for the whistle with 12:19 to play in the period. Now they're going to say that Joey Decord could have played the puck, so they're not going to allow the Kraken to change or the media timeout to happen, so we'll keep it here until the next whistle. Recently introduced rule in the NHL. 12:19 to go, 26-24 shots. Vegas has the lead. Kraken leads where it counts, 3-0 up on the scoreboard. Here's Alexiak near corner. Rolls it high in the air and they'll loft it back in to Golden Knights territory.
That's a shift change lob.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Marchessault up the near wall. Chandler Stevenson chasing after to see Brian Dumoulin will do battle behind the Kraken net. Worked loose. Marchessault slides it for Stevenson right side. So backhand it down the near boards. Jordan Eberle takes over for Seattle. Here come the Kraken. Dumoulin, right wing, from the blue line, and still one-handed ahead. Nicholas Hague will steal it from him. Tomas Tatar pounding him. Now the Kraken will collect it. Here's Matty Beniers. Jordan Eberle on the goal line. Looks in front. Tatar had his stick lifted and couldn't redirect it home. Here's Tatar on the left side. Pitching it back behind the net. Vegas is there. Jordan Eberle applies the pressure on Whitecloud, and this forces Vegas to move it up the ice. Here's Vince Dunn. Swats it up in the air off the glass as he and Marchessault continue to battle. Puck thrown ahead. And Vince Dunn leaving it over for Larson. Larson to the near side for Tolvanen with 11:03 to play here in the third. 3-0 Seattle. Back in behind the Vegas Golden Knight net is Bjorkstrand there. On the far side, run back up top, Larson. Right wing, Bjorkstrand shot toward the net, blocked down on the way through, and a bouncing puck will sail all the way down the ice. No icing here as Vince Dunn and Paul Cotter go colliding into the end boards. Cotter a little slow to get up. Now Dunn in for Tolvanen down the far side. Tolvanen looked in front. That pass missing the target and off to the near wing side. Seattle keeps it alive. Here's a shot while falling off the blade of Bjorkstrand. That'll sail wide, and Vegas comes back left to right with 10:22 left here in the third. Vince Dunn in behind his own net. Off into the near corner. Yanni Gourde takes it at the half wall and will slide it ahead for Bjorkstrand. Oliver Bjorkstrand rolls it down the far wing side, but icing called here on Seattle. 10:06 to go in a pretty quick moving third period. 3-0 Seattle has the lead.
Yeah, and there were a couple of guys, specifically Tolvanen and Dunn, that wanted to get off the ice badly there, and unfortunately they got to stay out for this faceoff.
Yeah, they are at the end of a shift.
Yep.
10:06 to play here in the period. Yanni Gourde stands in across from Jack Eichel. Right circle here on the near side. Off the face-off, puck won back by Vegas. Pietrangelo. Martinez giving way for Stone. Back to Pietrangelo for a shot blocked down on the way through. Yanni Gourde will carry it behind his own net, trying to find Tolvanen at the blue line. This one once again will be sent up ice, and icing called on Seattle as we've crossed the halfway mark of this third period. 9:51 to play in the final 20. 3-0 Seattle ahead.
I love being down here on the glass. You can see the communication of the players there. Gourde got that puck behind the net. Yanni said, hey, hold on. Gourde fired it down. Gourde said, that's on me. Yanni said, that's okay. We got this.
Face off here, tied up and won by Seattle. This one back in behind the Kraken goal. Now to the far wing side, Bjorkstrand rolls it up to Gourde. Now he'll lift it out to the red line. Seattle finally able to get a much-needed change on the ice. Jack Eichel to Barbashev. Left side Stone. Dropping behind him for Martinez for a shot. That one knocked down on the way through. Barbashev back toward the goal, and that one turned away as well. Now Stone in behind the Kraken net. Lost the handle. Alexander Wenberg will toss it up the far boards, and Brandon Tanev will pop it back down the ice. Vegas in over the blue line. Eichel and Dumoulin go colliding hard into the near glass in front of us. Seattle picks up the puck behind their own net. Alexander Wenberg. Headman pass in for Brandon Tanev. This one deflected back down the ice into Vegas territory. And once again, Seattle optioning for a line change. Into the offensive zone. This one sent down the ice. Vegas couldn't hold it for long, but now it's deflected up and out of play. And finally, we'll get to our media timeout. 8:51 to play here in the third period. It's a 3-0 Seattle Kraken lead on the Emerald Queen Casino Kraken Audio Network.
Hey, Kraken fans. Hearts, your local...
On Matty Beniers, Kraken Power Play presented by Muckleshoot Casino, the biggest and best in the Northwest. Yanni Gourde has given the Kraken a 3-0 lead. Another $50 donation to Seattle Children's Hospital, courtesy of Hearts Plumbing and Electrical. Hearts Plumbing and Electrical. We care more.
Seattle's power play currently at 20.9%. That's 15th in the league.
Face-off controlled here by Vegas, and they'll skip the Stone 200 feet with 150 and counting left on the Kraken power play. First one of the day for them. Vince Dunn down the near side. He'll drop to Bjorkstrand. Weaves his way in. Oliver Bjorkstrand, left wing corner. Rolls the puck down there. McCann has it bounce over his stick. Kept in behind the net by Yamamoto. Bjorkstrand on the left side. He'll toss it down. McCann looking in front. He'll take it instead and send it up top to Dunn. Now Bjorkstrand to Dunn. Near side. McCann shot turned aside by Logan Thompson. Alexander Wenberg couldn't hold on to it. Now Vegas will scatter it out. Here's Jack Eichel. Shot. Left circle. Deflected off the post and out of play with 7 minutes to go here in the third. 1:10 left on the Kraken power play. 3-0 Seattle.
Carlson and Eichel trying to set themselves up with a shorthanded goal. Carlson just floated a little sauce pass over to Eichel that he skated into. Got a good shot on net that went up over the glass.
7 minutes even left here in the third. Kraken power play for 70 more seconds. Matty Beniers, defensive zone faceoff. Left side comes in for the draw. One back here to Nicholas Haig. His shot off the end boards. Burakovsky for the Kraken. Rolling it back in behind the Seattle net. Seattle begins the breakout. Justin Schultz dropping here for Eberle. Seattle from the red line and in. Eberle with an near side. Beniers carries it around the corner as he'll take it behind the net. Zach Whitecloud will charge it off the far boards, and Vegas will lead it out to center. Chandler Stevenson pushed off the puck by Tolvanen. No battle for it here in the near corner. Burakovsky, far side for Seattle. This one swung up top, kept in by Whitecloud. He'll shovel it off the end boards with 6:20 to play here in the period. 27 seconds to go on the Kraken's power play. Matty Beniers from his own end. Turns up ice. Matty B through center. Over the near wing blue line, but just offside was Jordan Eberle with 16 seconds to go on the Kraken power play. 6:06 remaining here in this third period. Still 3-0. Seattle has the lead. First period goal from Ellie Tolvanen. Second period tally from Will Borgen. And now here in the third, Yanni Gourde.
Matty Beniers just moving a little too much east to west there, right at the blue line, causing that offside. But with 16 seconds left, they got a chance for one more shot on goal here.
Face-off controlled here by Seattle from the neutral zone. Vince Dunn across to Larson. Near side back to Dunn as he'll throw it up the wall. Karchik rattles it around the boards. 5 seconds and counting left here in the Kraken PP. Vegas now returns to full strength, but Seattle can't hold the line. This one charged back to neutral. Here's Adam Larson, 5:40 to go here in the period. Vince Dunn back to Larson, far side. Up the wall, Gourde taps it ahead, and Ty Karche will chase after it. Put back to the right corner. Martinez up to Barbashev, and this one forced out by Vegas. Kraken collect it. Vince Dunn in their own end. Dunn rolls it up the wall. Yanni Gourde skates in. Vegas knocks it right back out. And Jamie Alexiak will beat Jack Eichel to a loose puck here on the near side and clear the zone. 5:10 and counting left here in the third. 3-0 Seattle. Loose puck rolling back into Kraken territory. Alexiak hard off the glass, just past the outstretched glove of Eichel. Now Yanni Gourde, right circle, cuts in front, puck loose, rolls north of the crease. Gourde saves it, left wing side, back toward the goal, bouncing shot. Tolvanen puts it back onto the net, and that'll be steered wide of the cage behind the goal. Here's Tatar, along with McCann. Tomas Tatar muscled off the puck, and Whitecloud will toss it out to Jack Eichel near side. And the Vegas Golden Knights, with 4:30 left in this third period, will drop it back into their own zone and slow things down. Big hit on the near boards. Karche and Stone. Now Seattle through center. Back in for Eberle. Down the far boards. Eberle's shot from the right wing sails wide. It's kept alive by the Kraken and put behind the goal. Jordan Eberle. Eberle got hauled down back in behind the net. Ty Karche in there. Now Matty Beniers collecting. Beniers to Dumoulin. Center point. Larson shot right on, and that's deflected up and out of play with 4:02 left in the third. We'll step out for a timeout. Come back with more. 3-0 Seattle on the Emerald Queen Casino. 4:02 left here in the Winter Classic. 3-0 Seattle has a lead. Ever Fitzhugh, Al Kaniski back alongside Joey Daccord. Another masterful performance in goal.
Yeah, most of the stats I'm looking at look very similar for both teams, except for the goals up on the board. And Joey Daccord has a lot to do with that here this afternoon.
It's been a very evenly matched contest between these two sides this afternoon. Settling in for our final 4 minutes. Face-off won by the Kraken. Vince Dunn, left point shot. That one sent wide of the cage. Beniers picks it back up. Larson, center blue line, shot toward the goal. That'll skip wide of the net. And this one forced back all the way out to neutral ice. Vince Dunn racing to get it as he'll escape Paul Cotter. Now Jordan Eberle whips it down the near wall. It'll hug the kick plate and go for Nicholas Haig. Haig moves it back to the near side. Vegas will clear it out. Brought back in for Nicholas Waugh. Now Paul Cotter, ice slot shot, and that'll sail wide over the glass. Eric McCann rolls it up the near boards, and this one tossed back down into Vegas territory. Nicholas Waugh, after the Golden Knights turn it back up ice, there will be an offside here with 3:21 to go in period number 3. 3-0 Seattle.
Carrier with a big hit on Alexiak in the corner there. That Vegas still looking to try and create something to break this zero. If it's physical play, so be it.
Kraken wrap up this homestand on Thursday against the Ottawa Senators, their first and only visit to Climate Pledge Arena this season. And the Kraken head off for a 6-game road trip. Columbus, Buffalo, Washington, then Columbus, Pittsburgh, the Rangers, and the Edmonton Oilers. 3 1/4 left here in the third period. Seattle will send the puck up ice. Vegas from behind their own net. Pietrangelo Eggmans it up to Stevenson. Chandler Stevenson leading Eichel. Left side wall. Wenberg will strip him. Net is empty for the Golden Knights, and a shot right on. Glove down by Decord through heavy traffic with 2:56 to play here in the third, and an empty net for the Golden Knights. Seattle ahead 3-0.
Joey just playing with so much confidence this afternoon. He handles that puck. He stops that puck. He covers it up like, he has no question about what he's doing. Doesn't even hesitate.
Alexander Wenberg. Near circle. Face off one, though, by Eichel, but the Golden Knights can't hold the zone. Pietrangelo chased by Yanni Gourde all the way back down the ice. Pietrangelo will turn it back in behind the middle of the Knights' cage. Here comes Vegas through center. Chandler Stevenson down the far side. Adam Larson hounding him. Loose puck to the near corner. Marchessault giving way back up top, and a big shot from Pietrangelo, kicked out by Decord. 2.5 to go here in this one. Net is empty for Vegas. 6-on-5 with the extra attacker. William Karlsson, left side, rims it around the boards. Kept alive, near wall by Pietrangelo. Back to Karlsson, left wing. He'll chip it down low. Stevenson in front. Eichel shot. Big save by Joey Decord.
Eichel can't believe it. Eichel's a right-handed shot. That puck came across the ice to his on wing. He waited. He tried to roof it on Joey Decord, and Joey said no way and gave him the glove.
Joey Decord going from his right to his left. Stones Jack Eichel to keep the donut up on the board. 3-0 Seattle. 2:12 to go in the third. Face off here in the Kraken zone. Matty Beniers wins it back. Jamie Alexiak will loft it to the center circle. Pietrangelo picks it up for Vegas. He'll curl back in his own end. 2 minutes to play in this one. Joey Chance continue to reign about here inside of T-Mobile Park. Bouncing puck down the ice. Jared McCann toward the empty net. And that'll be an icing called here on Seattle.
Ever had your name chanted like that?
I have not in a positive way. It's usually my mom yelling at me when I was a kid for something I wasn't doing. Everett, boy, come downstairs. I told you to clean this up.
You don't mess with Mama Fitz.
You do not. 1:50 to play here in the period. 3-0. Seattle has the lead. Matty Beniers lost the draw. Here's Eichel, left wing corner. He'll roll it up top to Karlsson. Now to the near side, Pietrangelo. Back to Karlsson. 1:40 left here in the period. 3-0 Seattle. Pietrangelo turned it over. Jared McCann backhand toward the empty net, knocked down by William Karlsson, and spun back to the near side. Chandler Stevenson. Joey Decord comes out to play it. Adam Larson flips it ahead. Glove down by Stevenson. 80 seconds and counting to go here in the Winter Classic. 3-0. Seattle on their way. Now Tanev from the blue line walks in. The puck thrown wide of the cage. Off the far wing side. Eichel up to Stone. 60 seconds to go in the period. Stone behind him. Marchessault shot knocked away by Joey Decord. This one thrown up the far wing side. Vegas can't hold the line. 53 seconds to go in the period. This crowd rising to their feet here in T-Mobile Park. Lofting a puck onto the net was Pietrangelo from center. Jamie Alexiak on the far side. Yanni Gourde takes it. He'll sweep it up toward the blue line. 40 seconds to go. Period 3 at T-Mobile. Vegas in the offensive zone still. Barbashev settles and shoots from the high spot. That's sent high over the goal. Jack Eichel, left corner. Got Barbashev in the high slot. Barbashev near side, up top. Petrangelo's shot turned aside. Eichel fans on the rebound. 20 seconds to go. Vegas keeps it alive. Here's Petrangelo on the left wing side, near wing side. Down for Barbashev. Back to Petrangelo. Center point shoots. Blocked by Brandon Tanev. Tanev takes it now. Barbashev near corner. Throws it out. But we're going to have a stoppage of play and a penalty coming. With 5.8 seconds to go is Petrangelo will finish this game in the penalty box, and the Seattle Kraken
number 7, minor penalty slashing,
will take the Winter Classic. It's a 3-0 Kraken lead. 5.8 seconds left to go.
Yeah, Tanev and Petrangelo battling for a puck, and Petrangelo didn't like the little stick that Tanev gave him. He returned it with a big tomahawk chop. You can't do that. You're gone for 2.
So this will just be window dressing for the Seattle Kraken. Unless they score in the next 5 seconds, this will take their PP percentage down a little bit. Face off here on the near wing side. One back by Vegas. They'll whip it around the boards, all the way down the ice. Here comes the final horn. Joey Daccord in the Winter Classic. He pitches the shutout at T-Mobile Park. It's a 3-0 Seattle Kraken win.
Well, we talked about retribution from the game that they played against Vegas earlier in the season. I don't know how you get more retribution than a 3-0 win in the Winter Classic here in Seattle.
The players on the ice right now, fist bumping, high-fiving, the atmosphere, the fans, the crowd going crazy. They're still chanting Joey Daccord's name here, Al Kaniski. This has been a heck of a scene, a heck of a game for the Seattle Kraken, and what a way to ring in the new year with a shutout victory over the other newest team in the NHL.
Absolutely. Getting it done out there and protecting their own end, especially at the end of the game where it really mattered.
We're going to get a walk-off interview here momentarily with Ty Cartier, so we'll keep it here. Everett Fitzhugh, Al Kaniski back alongside the team right at center ice doing the stick salute. A number of players looking up in the crowd for their loved ones and families. Dave Hackstall right to our right, waving up to his wife and children. Here inside of T-Mobile Park is the Seattle Kraken with a 3-0 shutout win over the Vegas Golden Knights.
Walking the dock back to the dressing room and letting the fans take it all in as they do.
Well, we had the salmon toss as we entered the building. The team entered the building today off the bus, tossing some of those salmon to the fans. You had real fish being tossed over the players' heads as they entered the playing service as well. And this has been quite the spectacle here today for Seattle. So now we're going to toss it down to Ty Cartier standing by. As Ty, first of all, oh, sorry. All right, Mike, we're going to go right to you. Sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
Not a problem here. Thank you. Ty Cartier joining us with the Kraken finishing off a 3-0 win over the Vegas Golden Knights. First off, can you soak this moment in, look around this ballpark, and tell us what this means to you?
Yeah, it's pretty special. I mean, looking around here, coming out, like the national anthem with the flyover and stuff, I mean, it's something you might only experience once in your life, and it was pretty cool.
When you think of all the preparations that go into a game like this, how the room feels versus any other regular season game, how much was there a talk of getting down to business, 2 points, and sticking to basically what works?
Yeah, I mean, we really enjoyed the day yesterday with the family skate and stuff, but as soon as the day turned over, we knew it was time to go.
When you think of Joey Daccord and the day he had today, thinking about what he did last year in Coachella Valley, he was good, but how good was he and why?
He's just keeping it going, shutting out, and playing great, so hats off to him.
As well, your teammates, the Yanni Gourde line, Ellie Tolman in a multi-point game, how much of an impact did they make?
Yeah, they made a huge impact. Obviously, that first one, especially in an environment like this, is pretty big. You don't want to be chasing from behind, so they did a great job.
When you think of a day like this for your NHL career, how high is this one going to rank for you?
This one will rank pretty high in the young career.
Ty, thank you very much. Congratulations going in.
Thank you.
Everett, now back to you.
Ty Cartier, I don't think I could have said it any better myself. Yanni Gourde being interviewed at center ice here as the crowd serenades and salutes him. Then they show Joey Daccord's picture up on the screen, and this place went off the hinges. They blew the roof off and it was already off. Now they got to reattach it back to the track. The Seattle Kraken, a big 3-0 win over the Vegas Golden Knights. We'll talk